Hi again then guys, and so I've got another GranTurismo 6 top speed tune for you today, and this time it's for the Nissan Falken GT-R. So you want your racing soft tyres as usual. For suspension we've got the ride height on 90, front and rear. We've rounded off the springs, or I had rounded them off, but for some reason that had moved, to 2085 and 1775. Dampers and anti-roll to 4, camber on 2, neutral toe as usual. For the gearbox we've got an auto setting of 230, then we've rounded off the gears to 3165, 2060, 1470, 1105, 875 and 725 with a final drive of 3.5. For the diff, obviously it's all-wheel drive, which is rarer among racing cars on GranTurismo. So we've got low initial torque, high acceleration and low braking, and a torque split of 30-70 to reduce high-speed understeer. You want your stage 3 engine tune and high RPM turbo obviously, and obviously you want your downforce and weight loss. Traction control is turned off as always. And you don't seem to see so many people using this car. It's one of the rarer to see racing cars. It's designed for the Nürburgring, and it's a pretty cool car. It's got a pretty good looking paint job, I think, or livery to be specific. Pretty good handling, mainly thanks to the all-wheel drive. It's pretty quick off the line. In a straight line for top end, it's not as quick as its power would suggest, but that's not unusual for a GT class racing car. Many of them are slower than their equivalent road cars. That said, it's not a slow car. It has a cruising speed of about 225 region, so it's definitely not slow. And most people probably aren't going to use this car for top speed racing anyway, so this is more of a top speed tune, more just if you plan on using this car on a circuit which happens to have a long straight. So Le Sarthe, the Nürburgring, that kind of thing, where you want that top speed on a certain straight more than specifically drafting. If you do plan on using it for drafting, well, as you can see, it's very close to the red line, so you're probably only going to get about 235, 240 at the best out of it with slipstream. So if you do need it to do more, just lower the final drive a bit more as usual. With the final drive lowered, you could easily get it up to around 260, 270 with draft. It's certainly got the power to do that with draft. On its own, not among the quickest of GT cars, but again, not slow, especially for a non-premium racing car. And a great thing about this car is it's quite cheap. It's only 200,000 credits, so it is significantly cheaper than many of the other full-on racing cars on the game. Handles pretty well on the curve as well, plenty of grip thanks to the all-wheel drive. And it's a pretty cool car to drive overall. Pretty good handling, quite easy to drive, and plenty of grip, as you'd expect. So I hope you guys find this tune setup helpful. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I put out new tunes every day. And as always, thanks for watching.